So today we are going to discuss about the live loads. Yesterday we have discussed about the application of dead loads. So we have seen how to apply the dead load, that is the wall loads, and the slab load, because we have not modeled the slab and walls. So we have to take their weights also into consideration when we design any structure. So today we are going to discuss about the live loads. So in the yesterday's model, if you see that go to the load case details, we have created two load cases. One is dead load and the next one is the live load. So in order to assign the live loads, you have to click on this option live load over here on the right side. If you click on that live load and click on add at the bottom, you have add option over here. You can add at the bottom. If you click on add button over here, automatically this window will come. So over here, you have to select the live load. First of all, you should know what is the live load that you have to give for residential buildings. So for that, you have the code book for live load is given as IS 875 part. Do you know the part number? Part 2. So in this you have live loads for different types of structures. So for residential buildings, the live loads will be normally taken from 2 to 3 kilonewton per meter square. So and the live load
Meter.
will be yes, the live load will be in the form of kilonewton per meter square. So this is called as what type of load? The name of,
Area.
yes, this is called as an area load.
Area. Area load.
And area load, right? So you can name this one as area load, right? So you know how to give the area load. I think everybody knows how to give the area load. And now this is 2 to 3, so it will be ranging from 2 to 3. So for different types of rooms, like different rooms like hall, bedrooms, kitchen, utility room, then you have toilets. All this depends upon the different types of usage. For hall, the live load will be different. For the kitchen, the live load will be different. For bedrooms, the live load will be different. But all together it will be ranging from 2 to 3 only. So minimum it will be around 1.5, but 1.5 you will not consider. So 2 to 3 the live load will be there as per the code book, as per this IS 875 part 2. These loads will be there. Okay. And then you have to, so minimum is 2, maximum is 3. So what we'll do is that we'll take the maximum into consideration. మనం maximum తీసుకొని అన్నిటికీ maximum ఇస్తాం. 3 kilonewton అనేది ఇస్తాం అన్నిటికీ, and it is in the form of kilonewton per meter square.
Meter square.
So it is an area load. So you can go
Area
to
load.
the area load, and you can give the load as an area load to all the floors. So here in this we have to go to the floor load, and maximum is for residential building I'm taking it as 3, but instead of you have to give minus in front of 3, because loads are acting in the downward direction. So
Downwards direction.
you have to give -3, and it is in global y direction, and you have to give the ranges. Now in the last class I told you to give the ranges, how to see the uh, how to see the ranges. You have to click on the
Notes. We have to click on the notes.
node cursor and double click on that particular node and see the ranges. So here the y range is 6 at the top, and at the bottom the y range is -1.5. That is what we have seen yesterday.
-1.5.
So you can give minimum as -1.5 and maximum as 6. So the live load will be given to all the floors, even the ground floor you can give the live loads over here, right? And the X range also we have seen 0 to 6.
0 to 6.
So you can click over here, the X range is 0, starting node is 0, and the ending node over here is, sorry, not X is this direction, right? X is in which direction? X comes under this particular direction in this way.
But yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
it should be this node will be the starting and this node will be the second node. So it is 6,
Indeed.
0 to 6. Okay, and this is your Z range. Z range is what? This one.
6 to 12.
6 to 12. 6 to 12, sir.
Yeah, 6 to 12. Very good. So here the Z range is so here 6 to 12. So you have to write the Z range as 6 to 12
To 12.
and click on add and close. So here under the live load, if you see under the live load, under this live load, the load is given over here. This is the range, right? If you click on this particular option, the live loads will be visible over here. The live load will be visible over here.
Area.
Okay, in the form of area load.
Yes.
So it is equally
Yes.
distributed to all the floors. So this is your live load. So like this, different live loads will be there, and especially on terrace, the live load will be taken as 1.5. So in order to change that one, if you want to give the live load only to this particular floor, up to this floor only, like up up to this floor, and the bottom floor, but not on the top floor. Live load will not be there. Live load 3 will not come on the top floor, that is the terrace.
Oh.
If it is terrace, it should be 1.5 as per the code. So live load on terrace should be 1.5 as per the code. So I need to change the range now. Which range I have to change over here? I have to change Y range.
Y range. Y range. Y range, sir.
So Y range should be 0. We have given minus 1.5 to 6, right? So you have to give it as 3.
3.
Minus 1.5 to 3, and click on change and close. So the load will be assigned only to the bottom floor and the next coming
Bottom
floor.
and first floor.
Next coming floor. So here the top floor, again, if you want to give the live load to the top floor, that is 1.5, then again go to the live load option, click on live load option, click on add,
Add.
and here you can go to the
Area
floor
load.
load, floor load, and this time I'm going to give minus 1.5.
Minus 1.5.
And what is the Y range of here? What should be the Y range?
Y range.
It should be greater than, here if you click on this node over here, it should be
3.
greater than 3.
3.
And it should be equal
3 to
to,
6.
if top floor is 6.
6.
So it should be greater than 3. You should not give 3, because if you give 3, again the load will be assigned to that particular floor. So Y range should
Yes,
be
sir.
greater than 3 means you can give
4.
4
4.
and maximum 6 only.
6.
So it is going to take any floor between this 4 and 6, it will be assigned. So I am not, if the second point is that we have given X ranges now. So if you don't give X ranges, it is going to apply to all the to the entire range. Like for example, in the previous loading, we have given X range and Y range. Now I am not going to give the X range and Y range. It is going to automatically assign to the range. If you give 0, it will take to the all the floors. Okay, just click on add
Okay.
and close. Now if you click on this load, now you can see that the blue color is highlighted over here. This blue color is highlighted, that is one which we have selected. So this load is how much? Minus
1.5.
1.5.
1.5.
So we have assigned minus 1.5 to the terrace, and 3 minus 3 kilonewton for the remaining 2 floors have been assigned. So this is about the live load.
Live load.
Understood? So like this, you can give different types of live loads. You can give according to the type of structure. for commercial buildings like shopping malls and uh, other industrial structures, the live load will vary as per the code book. So I will share you the code book. Just once have a look at this code book also. So now you see the code book. This is the code. IS 875 Part 2, 1987. The code of particulars for the for designing loads other than earthquake for buildings and structures. So earthquake loads kakunda. So it is Part 2. You can see over here it is written clearly. This is Part 2, which is called as imposed loads. Imposed loads means live loads, which are called as live loads. Imposed loads means live loads. Okay. And here if you see go down, you can see the parts also. Here it is given dead load is part 1, live load is part 2. It is given over here. Dead load is part 1, part 2 is imposed load, that is the live load, part 3 is the wind load, part 4 is the snow load, and part 5 is special loads and load combinations. Okay, so these are all the loads, types of loads and parts that has to be chosen carefully before applying onto the structure. Then coming to this live load, they will be giving the tables. So here in table 1, you can see that the imposed load floors, imposed floor loads are different occupancies. That is, for different types of occupancies, the different types of loadings are available. Here the residential, for residential building, the dual housing, you can see there for residential building, dwelling houses, all rooms and kitchens, it should be 2. Okay, 2 kilonewton per meter square. You can see the units over here, kilonewton per meter square. Or if it is in the form of concentrated load, if it is in the form of concentrated load, that is in kilonewtons, then you have to apply 1.8.
1.8.
Okay, so here the we are applying in the form of area load, so we are taking it as 2. And you can see there different types of houses are there, different types of structures are here. So here in the point B, you can see hotels, uh, boarding houses, lodging houses, and all the loads are different. So these are all comes under the commercial, and the loads are for kitchen and laundries it is 3, and other rooms you can see the storerooms it is 5. So storeroom 5 ఎందుకు ఇచ్చారంటే మన స్టోర్ రూమ్ లో అన్ని పడేస్తాం తీసుకెళ్ళి. Maximum you will be storing them in a storeroom which are not required presently. You will keep it in the storeroom which you can store the material. So that's why the loading is high over here. So like that, different types of occupancies will be having different types of loads. You can see the balconies, it is given as 3. So for corridors, passages, and staircases, including fire escape, it is 1.5. Okay. Habitable rooms, kitchen, toilets, and bathrooms, it is 1.5. So different rooms are there and different types of loadings are available. Now let us see the other for different other types of buildings like education building. So we have an for educational building, for classrooms and all it should be 3. For dining rooms and other rooms it should be 3. Office rooms and staff rooms you have 2.5. Projection rooms you have 5. kitchen you have 3, toilets and bathrooms you have 2, storerooms you have 5. So like this, depending upon the type of rooms and type of structure, you can give the live load in your structure. You can select the live load and you can assign these live loads to your structure. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now I'm going back to our structure, and now you can see that we have given 3 kilonewton for the 2 floors, the ground floor and the first floor, and then for terrace we have given as minus 1.5.
1.5
That is your loading part
plus
for the dead
load.
load and live load. Now the second next important point is, after loading we have to think about another important point, that is combination of loads. Combination of loads. Now you have given dead load. The first one is dead load. Second one is live load. Right.
Load.
Now the combination of load can be given as 1.5 to, what is the factor of safety that we use?
Dead load plus live load into one.
So we have to
Dead
take
load.
1.5 times of dead load and live load, because 1.5 is the factor of safety.
Factor of safety.
1.5 is the factor of safety.
Factor of safety.
So where 1.5 is factor of safety as per the code. This is also as per code only. As per code only, we have given 1.5. As per IS 456, we have to take the factor of safety as 1.5 for dead load and live load. So we have to give this one, right? This load combination should be given to our structure. So here, how to give the load combinations. Now we have seen how to give the dead load and live load. Now how to give the load combinations. So to give the load combinations, first you have to select this load case details again. You have to select this option. So once you select on this option and click on this add option, you select that and click on the add option, you will get this window where you have primary load case. You are having primary load case, load generation, then defined combinations. This is what we'll be using. Defined
Defined
combinations.
combination.
And auto load combinations are also there. That is, as per the code, this will be automatically generated by the software itself. Okay, but if you want to give manually, we have to use defined combinations. Okay, now if I click on this defined combinations, you will get this window. Ila change avutundi, this one. When once I click on this defined combinations, like this, it is going to come. Here we have two load cases, that is the dead load, available load cases, dead load and live load, that we have given over here. Manu dead load to live load ikkada ichcham kada. Those
Yes,
loads
sir.
will reflect over here. Whatever loads you give, they will be reflecting over here. Okay, so and over here you have ikkada 3 అని చూసారా, load number is 3,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Because already 1 and 2 are used over here. Ikkada 1 use అయింది dead load ki, and 2 అనేది కూడా use అయిపోయింది live load ki. So automatically software will generate 3, and name is given as combination combination load case 3. So this will be automatically given by the software, which you can change also. మీరు దీన్ని change చేయొచ్చు by simply clicking over here, and you can write it as 1.5 times of dead load plus live load. Like this you can write. Okay, 1.5 times of dead load and live load, so that మీకు అర్థం అవుతుందన్నమాట. ఓహో, ఇది కాంబినేషన్ అని. అదే సాఫ్ట్వేర్ మీకు వదిలేసారు అనుకోండి, లోడ్ కాంబినేషన్ 3 అంటుంది, అది దేనికి ఫ్యాక్టర్ అనేది మనకు తెలియదు. Okay, and then you have this other options like normal, SR, SS and ABS. These are advanced, which will be there for the earthquake load case. which we'll discuss later. This is not required at all for you to learn at the early stage. Okay, if you want to know about this SRSS and ABSS, you should have minimum knowledge on how to apply the dead loads and live loads and earthquake loads. Then I'll teach you this. Okay, you ask me after learning this, you ask, I'll tell you. Okay, now we'll take with the normal condition and we'll give over here the factor of here is there. That is, we have to give the factor as 1.5 in this box. ఇక్కడ ఈ box లో 1.5 అని ఇవ్వాలి. Once you type the factor as 1.5, you have to select this load, that is the dead load, whatever is there over here. You have to select this load over here, and then uh, move this arrow mark. ఇక్కడ arrow mark ఉంది కదా,
Yes,
arrow
sir.
mark is there. No, you have to move this arrow mark. Click on this arrow mark. Automatically the load will come over here, and it is saying that it is multiplied with
A1.
1.5. Okay,
1.5. A1.
similarly select the live load and click on the arrow mark. It will come on this side. Okay, and similarly click on this add button. Ikkada add button undi kada, you can click on the add button. If you click on add button, it will be added over here. Ikkada chusara, load combination 3 is added.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is the name, whatever name you have given over here, 1.5 times of dead load and live load will be reflecting over here, right? So this is your procedure to add the load combinations. So next, if you want other load combinations, like if you want the load combination, I'm writing down over here. If you want the load combination of only 1 into dead load plus live load, if you want this load combination, how to give? Simply select over here the option, whatever is there over here.
1.
Here 1.5 we have given now. Instead of 1.5, you can simply give this as 1. Also by default also it will be as 1 only. So then click on the dead load and move this arrow mark, and live load, move this arrow mark. You will get it as this. And don't forget to press this add button. Once you click on this add button, ikkada add button press cheyagane it will reflect over here. Ikkada reflect avutundi chudandi. See,
Yes, sir.
now you got
Yes,
the
sir.
combination as 4 over here.
Combination load case.
Combination 4 over here, and we did not change the title, so it is left with the combination load case 4.
Load case.
It is given like that. Okay, the software has taken it like that, and it is ready for the next load combination. So like this we can give the load combinations, number of load combinations, whatever load combination you want you can give. Okay, sometimes a few of the engineers would like to give the load combination as 1.5. I'm writing it over here, 1.5 dead load plus 1.0 live load. 1.0 live load. This is what we some of the engineers will be giving this combination. Now how to give this load combination? How to give this load combination? Now starting again, go to this option over here. Here the default it is 1. Now give it as 1.5 over here. And which one you want to give it as 1.5? Dead load, right? So select the dead load and add it over here. And then second time, if you want, you have to change it back to 1 and select the live load and move it over here. Okay. So simply it will be added as 1.5 times of dead load and 1.5 as live load. Now here we should not forget to change this option, because if you forget to change this option, then it will reflect as combination load case as 5. So if you change it, it will be easy for you to understand. So you can simply give over here 1.5 times of dead load plus 1.0 live load. And if you click on add now, what will happen if you click on add? Automatically it will be reflecting this load case. If you click on add over here, it will be reflecting over here. So now I am clicking on add, and you can see that the load case 5 has been created with 1.5, and whatever name you have given, it is reflecting over here. 1.5 times of 1.5 times of dead load and 1 times of live load. That is what it is.
Time of live load.
Like this, you can add number of load combinations, and you can go for the analysis. So, as I told you at the beginning of the loads, the heart of the structure is load combinations only. You have to give the load combinations properly. If you don't give the load combinations properly, the loading will be acting differently, and the structure will not be stable, or will not be designed for the particular load cases. Okay, now we have completed our main task. We'll see what all the points that we have covered. Now, first is we have completed the first point is geometry, right? The second one is we have completed assigning properties.
Property.
Okay, then we have completed assigning supports. Then we have given, after supports, we have given loads. So after giving the loads, what is the next step? What is the next step after assigning the loads? So again, in loads, we have given, I can say as point here as dead load. Then P as live load. And I can say C as combination of loads. Combination of loads. Okay. Then the fifth point is what? After giving the loads and geometry is completed, properties are completed, then what is the fifth point? What is the fifth point? So the fifth point is analysis. Directly you can go for analysis. So these are the procedures and the steps that you have to go through. So any model, whenever you create any model in the StatPro, you have to make sure that you have to follow this procedure from point 1 to point 5. So after analysis also, you have to do another design. Important point is there, that is design. The sixth point is
design.
Actually, 6 point I can say understanding bending moment, comma, shear force, comma, deflection, you can also one second. Yes, you can also then these are the points. I can say that this is the sixth point because these are the important points that you have to look. After this, I can give the seventh point as design. So after designing, if the members are failing, then you have to go through the rechecking. If the member is failing, if there is any
Fail
failure,
section.
then redesign. Redesign by checking from geometry. So these are the steps that you have to follow. After this, you have to click on this redesign geometry and go back to the first step. From there, if any member is failing, because if the members are failing, then it might be due to the geometry is not correct. It might be due to the property section. Mostly sections will be failing because the section sizes might not be sufficient. Then if there is any problem with the supports, you have to cross check. You have to cross check again with the loadings in that member, with the dead loads, live load, combination of loads, and then again analyze, and then again check the member. So this is the procedure, right? So
Yes.
like this, you have to check the model and do it. Now we have completed our 4 steps. Up to step 4, we have completed, right? Up to here. Now we'll discuss about the 5th step, analysis, and 6th step. Okay, that I am going to share that in next video. Okay, because
Yes, sir.